hot and sunny day here in Colombo for the first leg of the AFC Asian Cup Saudi Arabia 2027 first leg qualifier between Sri Lanka and Cambodia. I'm now with Vijay Vikrama, and joining me to discuss about the pre-game is the president of Football Federation of Sri Lanka, Mr. Jasu. Jasu, a very good afternoon to you, and welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Navod. Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to Racecourse for another fantastic international football here.
Definitely. So I think this project we've been doing, bringing in the Sri Lankan origin players into Sri Lanka, started way back in 2021 during the midst of COVID as well.
Welcome
so
to the match between
I
Sri
think
Lanka versus Cambodia in the Asian Cup Saudi Arabia 2027.
So it's been a very long time happening, and just tell us about the progress and how it started.
I think
For Cambodia,
there is official announcement.
Player number 2,
Probably we'll listen to that,
Mizuno.
and then we'll continue.
Number 3, Ok Suwan. Number 4, Mo Khan.
Okay, talking about
Number 6,
the project in
Judai
2021,
Ogava.
Navod, we had
Number 7,
a dream.
Lim Pisot.
We had a dream of
Number
winning
8,
the
Bon Champ
South Asian SAF Championship back again
Number 9,
after
Pan
30 years
Sophin.
probably.
Number
We
13,
thought, okay, we would.
Tariq
We have a
Ria.
great potential. We have a great opportunity
Number 17,
to win this
Thai Sa.
match with the talent we have. So we thought, why not we try out in the 2025 edition, so that last time we won was in 1995 in Colombo. So we thought, okay, we will set up a target. We'll dream about winning again in 2025. So we thought we will build the team formidably. So we thought, how do we build the team? And then I approached Qatar, Aspire. I should thank Sheikh Hamad, the president of Qatar Football Association at that time, and Tim Cahill, who was the director of sports in Aspire. So I approached them and I told them my vision to win South Asian Cup, and then we agreed in principle. So what we did was we went around the world and looked for players who are eligible to play for Sri Lanka, who are basically born to a mother of Sri Lanka or father of Sri Lanka, who are living and playing professional football outside. So we've sourced about 30-35 players. We brought them to Qatar Aspire. You can see in the visuals there. That was one of the training camp we did in Losail Stadium back in 2022. We tried out a few strategies with the new coaches, and we selected about 16 whom we think are eligible, are suitable for us to play. And then we started with the project with bringing them, training them, grooming them with our players. And the project started well, and then now is the time that we need to go forward to the next stage.
Yes, it has been a very long and arduous task bringing in and looking for these players all around the world, especially in Europe, in Australia. So it has been a very long time coming, and like you said, credit to Tim Cahill and his team and the Aspire Academy also for bringing in, and especially the Sri Lankan fans have loved them, because after that we've seen a progress in the national team as well. It's not that the Sri Lanka does not have the talent, but they've taken that step forward, and they've done well, and we have seen the results in step by step.
Of course, it's a gradual process, Navod. We need to build a team from where we are. It's all about bringing that momentum, is winning game. So to win the games, we need to have better players, and then we found the players, and we found Sri Lankan players who are playing in the league here, who are talented, and also the professional players who came from overseas. So what basically we did was we tried to win matches, international games, international friendlies, and we hosted one of the one of the first FIFA series given by FIFA for us. Thanks to Gianni Infantino for offering the pilot project to Sri Lanka. As you have seen that we have drew with Papua New Guinea, which was well ahead in the ranking above us. And then we, after about 8 years, we managed to win Bhutan 2-0 in home ground here. So that gave us a momentum of winning and bringing the crowd, the fans, the people behind us. So it's another project. So going forward, step by step, we are going to win matches, bring the momentum back. We are going to get ready for to bring the South Asian SAF Cup again in 2025.
Yes, definitely. So the key word is professional. So that is will inspire definitely the Sri Lankan players to do well and take that next step going forward as well. And you were saying about the FIFA series. Let's take a look at what you had to say about the FIFA series.
It was an interesting story when I met FIFA President Gianni Infantino at the Asian Cup finals in Doha, Qatar, a couple of months back. We were inspired by the idea of the FIFA series for the countries who need some international friendlies, cross confederations. And then FIFA President said, look, why don't you host one of the series, and we gladly grabbed it. So that's how the process started. It was a fantastic opportunity for us, and it was a fantastic event that we can host here, looked after by various departments from FIFA, from top to bottom. And thank you for Gianni Infantino, FIFA President. I mean, he was instrumental to initiate this support for us. Whatever we need as a country, as a developing country in Sri Lanka, of course, we have received A to Z, all the support from FIFA. So thank you, FIFA. Well, I would say FIFA series is one of the milestone towards development in the lower ranked countries. It's a great opportunity for countries which needs more friendly, more cross-continental competitions or friendlies. I believe FIFA will continue this, and we urge all the countries, all the member associations to support this in every even year, to take this FIFA series forward with much more elevated standard, much more financial support, much more commercial support. So this is a series which definitely need to continue. I believe FIFA will work on this.
So that was what the president of Football Sri Lanka, Jaswa Umar, had to say. And now coming back to this big game, the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers, we are out of contention for the World Cup, but we still have a chance of getting into the AFC Asian Cup. So this AFC Asian Cup qualifier, Saudi Arabia 2027, the first leg against Cambodia. It's a tough team. So what do you think about today's game? How have been the preparations?
Well, it's a big game for us. We still have an opportunity to qualify for the third round in the Asian qualifiers. The team is pretty much done their homework. Unfortunately, we had a drawback of our regular coach, Andy Morrison, who was injured and he's undergoing some surgery. But we managed to get an interim coach, Abdullah Mutairi, who is known to the Asian football very well for his tremendous approach in football. We have done a lot of homework after the FIFA series and after Brunei series, the gradual process. This game is very important for all of us, and to the fans, and to the players and the administrators, and to Sri Lanka as a whole nation. We have done our mental preparation, the technical preparation, all done. It's a fantastic weather here, down here. Team is in a good shape. We have done some outdoor camping. We have been, camping with the players, the full strength squad. One or two injuries. Dylan is missing here today, but then we have our own squad, which seems to be very strong. You will see a fantastic, a different style of football today, and the whole country is waiting for this winning moment again. And today we got about 5 million is going to watch live on TV today. and also worldwide from live streaming. So we are ready as a team. We are prepared to take on Cambodia. We are looking for a positive results in home here before we go to Cambodia on the second leg on the 10th. So I'm sure we are going to see a different type of football, entertainment, and guys, the boys are going to make all of us proud. This is what I can say.
Yes, definitely. So, and it's not about the training as well, but you all have done some recreational stuff as well, going to Bentota, building some team bonding activities as well.
Yeah, Navod, we did some out of the box work as well. Apart from the pitch, apart from the training, apart from the classrooms, we managed to go out a bit, enjoy with the players, share their experience, relaxed a bit. So we were in Bentota a few days ago just to merge our body chemistry. So all is doing well, and then I'm sure, as I said, the whole country is waiting. We are going to deliver what is expected today.
Definitely. So on your screen right now is the team going to Bentota for their recreational activities and the team bonding activities that happened in Bentota. And as you enjoy that, we will hand over to the commentary box where you will be joined by Muad Razik and Akhil Mansoon for the rest of the game. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Navod. Thank you, and thank you all. I hope all the fans in Sri Lanka, the spectators, will support and cheer and let the Lions row again in home ground here and looks for some positive results.
Over to you, Muad and Akhil.
Thank you, Navod. Yes, it will be an exciting clash, and like you said, Navod, lots of excitement happening, and as you can see on your screens, crowds slowly and steadily filling up the grandstand of the Colombo Racecourse. Of course, it is a Thursday afternoon, not a Sunday or a Saturday evening. Nonetheless, the crowds, the favorites of Sri Lanka's football are here. Yes, like I said, it's on a Saturday afternoon, and we have beautiful pictures brought to you by our production crew. Lots of players, supporters, and many others joining us. And as you can see on your screen, Colombo Racecourse, of course, a 10,000 maximum capacity stadium out here in the heart of Colombo. And I'm joined by Akhil Mansoon. Akhil, a very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Muad. International football back in action after about 6 months in Sri Lanka after the FIFA Series 2024, which gave some good results for Sri Lankan football.
Yes, the last time both of us met in a combox was during in a football combox was during the Sri Lanka versus Yemen game played out here in the Colombo Racecourse. A great game, and of course today as well. Much is expected from the rejuvenated Sri Lankan outfit. Lots of fresh blood, lots of young blood in this Lankan outfit against a Cambodian team who you cannot write off. Cambodia and Sri Lanka playing off in this Asian Cup 2027 AFC qualifier, which is set to be played in Saudi Arabia in the year 2027. It looks like a lot of time away. It's 3 years away, but we are sure that 3 years will definitely pass by very quickly. And if you are joining us right now, what you are witnessing, and yes, on your screens is a legend, Akhil.
Exactly, Fazal, who recently retired during the FIFA series in March, who played his last game for Sri Lanka. The massive crowd, a full packed racecourse, where he received a grand farewell from the Sri Lankan football fraternity. What a player he was during his playing days.
Very correctly said, Akhil. What a player. Almost 2 decades in the footballing field in the island nation. Sri Lanka's football crazy fans have always loved him and, of course, still adore him for all the great services done by him. A proud product of Zara College, Colombo. Of course, kings of football that they would like to call themselves, and it's great to see crowds, like I said, on a Thursday afternoon. It's not the best of days that people would love to come, but however, our football loving public will always be there to support their team. And of course, to all the viewers, our fans joining across Sri Lanka and across the globe, this is the Asian Cup AFC 2027 Saudi Arabia qualifiers here in Colombo, Sri Lanka.
We'll be seeing the pictures of the team arrivals very soon from our production crew. See on the pictures the Sri Lankan dressing room. Indeed, it gives immense pride to represent your country at the highest level. This is what their players are up to. See the arrival of the Sri Lankan players.
Coach Abdullah, today is a big game. It's hot and humid conditions. What are your thoughts and what are your plans going ahead for the next 90 minutes or so?
Inshallah, we prepared ready. We are ready for this match, and inshallah we will win because we need to have good results today. Because the away match it's in Cambodia after 5 days, so we need to be ready for the hot weather and the condition of the field. I think this is for the both of teams, so it will not be excuse. We will change some strategies in our tactics, and we will be ready, inshallah.
Right. Thank you very much and all the best. Sujan, big day today against Cambodia. You have played against them before as well, but today is a different game. What are your thoughts on today's game?
It's playoff, so it's must-win game. So we are at the home, so we have to give everything for the fans and our families and our people. So we'll give everything in the field. So next game we'll see after that.
Thank you very much and all the best.
That Akhil is the wall of Sri Lanka, as you'd like to call him. The captain, the skipper, the goalkeeper of the Sri Lanka national outfit, the Golden Army, Sujan Pereira. Team Cambodia. As you can see on your pictures on our live screens, Team Cambodia in their blue jerseys, the blue outfit, playing today. And here's the arrival on your screens. Team Cambodia led by the skipper. Team officials.
Felix, the first leg is always important, and especially when it's away from home. What are your thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, so it's always difficult to play away from home, and we see this as a 180-minute game. So yeah, really prepared. We try to have a good preparation mentally and physically. We're very welcome here. We're happy in Sri Lanka. So yeah, just ready for this next challenge.
Thank you and all the best. Thierry, big game today. It's hot and humid conditions. What are your thoughts for the next 90 minutes or so going into the game?
We are very excited to play the game. Obviously, we players love the big games. The pressure is starting to come, so I really like it. So hopefully we can both teams have a good game. Also have a lot of fans. It's a little bit hot, so I hope it rains a little bit, so it cool down the weather. But yeah, I hope we can have a good game and enjoy today.
Right, thank you and all the best.
Right, that was the skipper of Cambodia speaking to Navod on camera. Everyone is excited, everyone is poised to witness this clash out here in Colombo Racecourse as we are about to witness the beginning, the kickoff of Sri Lanka versus Cambodia Asian Cup 2027 qualifiers here in the Colombo Racecourse. As you can see, beautiful pictures brought to you by our production crew. Slowly and steadily crowds coming on to the grand venue out here. And Akhil, when was the last time Sri Lanka played an international game here in Sri Lanka, if you could recall?
Sri Lanka played an international game about 6 months ago, Muad. When Sri Lanka played the FIFA Series 2024. Sri Lanka had 2 games, one versus Papua New Guinea and Bhutan. Sri Lanka were undefeated throughout those 2 games. One game ended up in a draw, and the second game ended up in a winning note for Sri Lanka.
Packed there, and the stadium will be packed to capacity in a few moments, definitely, with the football lovers across the island coming to join us here in the racecourse.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Cambodia. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem of Sri Lanka.
Asia Cup 2027 qualifiers first leg. Team Sri Lanka. A good bright and sunny day, Moad, in Racecourse Stadium. It has been a busy ground. We have seen a lot of sports happening over the last few weeks in Racecourse. Team Sri Lanka, Captain Sujan Pereira, debutant Anujan Rajendran, Wade Darren, Oliver Kellard, Samuel Joseph, Leon Pereira, Claudia Matthias, Suresh Anthony, Jack Hingard, Govindaraja Rajamohan and Jason Dayabaran. Two debutants for Sri Lanka today, Sam Durrant and Anujan.
Of course, the match official is also Hamadi from the UAE and also Syed Rashid Al Mazruki from UAE and Yasir Sabil Al Murshidi also from the UAE, and from Palestine we have Barak Hamal Abul Ashe. So 3 UAE officials with the main match official Sultan Yusuf on the referee's mic. Interesting matchup out here. As you can see, the Sri Lankan players in the final team huddle. And also now we have the Cambodian team lineup. We have Hikaru, Sowan, Khan, Uday, Limposit, Champolin, Sofen, Raya, Sa, Dara and Bin, the skipper. Apologies if I got the names mixed up with the pronunciation, especially from our Cambodian viewers. The head coach Felix Augustine will be the head coach for the Cambodian, the visiting team out here in the Colombo Racecourse. Sri Lanka team, of course, again Captain Sujan Pereira, the wall, giving out his last few words for his Lankan warriors.
A good tono of crowd, Moad. Even it's a weekday, a working day at 3 p.m. Not a bad crowd have turned up. We'll hope the crowd will only increase with the time.
Absolutely, like I said earlier, it's a Saturday, it's a Thursday rather, and still we see beautiful crowds coming out here at the Colombo Racecourse. Here's the two teams. Here are the two teams. Team Sri Lanka in their white outfit and Team Cambodia in blue. Well, Akhil, on your screen, of course, Sujan Pereira, also known as the Wall for Sri Lanka, the Golden Warriors, the Golden Army, playing their official home game after a long hiatus of 6 months out here in the Colombo Racecourse. And yes, that is the kickoff. Sri Lanka with the first ball in possession.
Good to see Jack Hingard back in action for Sri Lanka. What a player he was during the FIFA series. Sri Lanka playing with possession. A lot of foreign origin players being a part of the Sri Lankan squad, Muad. As Sujan said yesterday in the press conference, they are not foreign players. They are our own players from Sri Lanka.
Yes, it was beautiful to see the pictures earlier during the national anthem, and Sri Lanka with early ball in possession will be looking for early strike, because they want to show their home fans what they are made of. And out here in Colombo, it is a beautiful day, beautiful pictures brought to you by production crew, and the sunny day. It will be pretty hectic for both the teams because it's hot and humid out here in Colombo.
The last time both these teams met in the international game, Sri Lanka ended up in a loss, while Sujan was in his early days of his captaincy. Good to see Sri Lanka playing with some possession, trying to create some opportunities early in the game. A bright and sunny day in Colombo will be a bit challenging for both the teams.
Sakil, again, it's early striking advantage by Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka with an opportunity early in the game. Once again, some dribbling skills there by Sri Lanka. Opportunity for Sri Lanka. Well defended there by the Cambodian defenders.
Like you said earlier, Akhil, Sri Lanka returns to international football after a period of 6 months, and the last time it was Bhutan and Papua New Guinea that Sri Lanka faced out here, the same venue in Colombo. And of course, here in hot and humid conditions in Colombo today on a Thursday, it will be very tricky for both the teams to come out here and display some of their fast open running skills.
Exactly. With the addition of the foreign origin players for Sri Lankan squad, it will add a lot of value to the team. Sri Lanka with a lot of opportunities to start with. Jack Hingert with the throw in for Sri Lanka. Has been a good passage of play for Sri Lanka from the very first minute.
Akhil, I'm pretty sure the new coaching staff led for Sri Lanka looks very confident. The coach, of course, he was very confident in last evening's press conference as well.
Once again, a chance created. Unfortunately, Sri Lanka couldn't capitalize on the opportunity there. Exactly, Muad. Coach gave some passionate statements yesterday during the press conference. He said Sri Lanka represents lion in their jersey. So lions are not vegetarians. Lions are always hunger.
Of course, we hope that the line is awakened out here, and we cannot write off the Cambodian outfit, Akhil. They are a strong team who have proven in the world stage with plenty of achievements in the past few games. They have come out really well, and here's another early advantage for Cambodia. However, it's Sri Lanka who have been doing most of the attacking out here in the first 5 minutes of the game. Let's see what these two teams can offer. Akhil, I think in the last game Cambodia played, that was against Mongolia on the 11th of June. That was a friendly encounter where Cambodia lost 2-1. However, in the previous friendly encounter, Cambodia won against Mongolia 2-0, and they went down fighting against Guyana and Equatorial Guinea in the previous FIFA series game. So Sri Lanka in the FIFA series games did pretty well.
Sri Lanka coming after 2 losses recently when they toured Brunei for 2 friendly games. They lost 2 games in Brunei. So time for redemption in home country for Team Sri Lanka.
Of course, in the tour to Brunei Darussalam, that was something to forget for Sri Lanka. I mentioned earlier, the last time both of us met at a combox was during the Sri Lanka versus Yemen game here in Colombo. That was the FIFA series, if I'm not mistaken, Akhil. FIFA World Cup qualifiers, yes, the Asian circuit where Sri Lanka played both in Sri Lanka and Saudi Arabia.
Unfortunately, Sri Lanka were unable to qualify for the next World Cup. There you go, a very close opportunity for Sri Lanka there. Seems Oliver Kellard is suffering with an injury. One of the goal scorers of the game versus Bhutan in the FIFA series. Oliver Kellard and Dylan De Silva were the goal scorers. There you go. Very close opportunity there. Oliver Kellard couldn't add the finishing touches. Sri Lanka have been good from the first minute, Muad. They've been having possessions and creating chances one after the other.
Absolutely, Akhil. Chances have been created. It has been the finishing touches, the capitalizing of the opportunities that Sri Lanka need to work on. If they work on their finishing, definitely they could go on for better. Yes, and that is the first handball of the game.
For Sri Lanka. Again, a beautiful kick there by Gradual. Fortunately, landed in a no man's land. Early in this game.
It's yes, Akhil, it has been still Sri Lanka with lots of domination out here in the Cambodia versus Sri Lanka Asian Cup qualifiers, the 2027 qualifiers that will be held in Saudi Arabia in the year 2027 after 3 long years, and we await a positive result out here. You cannot write off Cambodia, like I said earlier. They are a strong outfit, and Sri Lanka have a bit of a slight edge when it comes to home advantage.
Exactly, and the second leg of this edition will be played in Cambodia on the 10th of September. Captain Sujan Pereira being the goalkeeper today. And Sri Lanka featuring two debutants, Muad.
Well, who are they, Akhil? You are the man with a lot of stats. Yes, we will come back to you with that because Sri Lanka fielding many young blood, like I said earlier. They come with a lot of experience here, playing here in Sri Lanka and abroad, especially mostly in the European continent as well. So we have quite a lot of talented outfit, the players in the outfit for Sri Lanka. And Cambodia doing a lot of defensive work in the first essay here. Almost 12 minutes up on our clock.
Ball still in play by Sri Lanka. Unfortunately, the Cambodian defender were on alert. One of the debutants for today is a 22 years Sam Durrant. Will be excited to see what he can offer for Sri Lanka. Once again, another very close opportunity for Sri Lanka. Goes begging. Adhavan Rajmohan has played a handful of games for Sri Lanka now. There you go. A beautiful curved in kick. Unfortunately, once again for Sri Lanka, couldn't get on the mark as yet, but Sri Lanka have been playing good so far.
Now Cambodia in the back foot. They have been in the back foot for quite a while, for the past 13 minutes of the game. They should play a slow and steady game because like you saw earlier, Sri Lanka are playing a very fast-paced game out here.
Muad, as you know, one of the debutants, Sam Durrant, for today, is a player from the Liverpool Academy.
That is Sam. Right. That's wonderful to note, Akhil, because end of the day, it's our heroes, our talented Lankans who will be taking on the world stage. And absolutely close miss there by Sri Lanka. Could have been a fabulous pass there if it was received and collected properly. Let's see what the Cambodians have an offer out here.
The advantage Sri Lankan gets while adding players from all around the world who are eligible to represent Sri Lanka is a lot of values being added, a lot of skills as well. So everything to learn for the local boys in the squad as well.
Yes, and also we hope our grassroots, our kids will take note of this and be inspired by watching their heroes playing here at the world stage, because it is quite rare, to be frank, that Sri Lanka gets international level friendlies or international level games to be witnessed. We hope that more and more games will be on offer for Sri Lankans as we are in for a new era in Sri Lanka's footballing sphere. Sri Lanka's football, of course, in safe hands, and we hope that a dawn of a new era will be seen here with a lot of hope for the future. A lot of young kids will be getting to go to the world stage. And right now, as we speak, Akhil, we have our under-17 team touring India, New Delhi, to play a championship tournament out there in New Delhi. So it's great to see finally lots of tours, lots of real international football action being given to youngsters as well.
Also under 17 team touring India right now, and also the under 20 team was taking part of the SAF trophy in Nepal last month. Sujan collecting cleanly as always he does.
So Sri Lanka, with all the attacking in the world out here, with 15 minutes from the start of play, looks like the team with the most number of attacking potential. Here's Cambodia. Again, a wayward pass. However, their number 7 strikes forward, a strong lad, and great defensive work coming there to clear the lines by Sri Lanka. Yes, Sakil, that was Jack Hingert who cleared the lines out there.
Sri Lanka once again action, Oliver Killat. Once again, a very close opportunity. Sri Lanka close begging.
Just inches close. Nail-biting stuff out here at the Colombo race course. Absolute thrills out here. It was very close.
There you go, Oliver Killat. Attempted at the goal, goes astray.
Yes, Akil, like I said earlier, at this time, Sri Lanka under-17 schools national team is taking part in the championship at New Delhi. And the national team under-17 will take flight for the SAF championship later this year. So lots of football action for the youngsters. We hope they utilize all these opportunities, and of course one day their dream, of course, is to play for the main outfit, the senior national outfit, and we hope that our youngsters from the grassroots levels will take up the mantle and take Sri Lanka to greater heights, because it has always been a dream and only a dream for countries like Sri Lanka to represent a World Cup. Even India, having 1 billion people, have not yet set foot in the world of the FIFA World Cup. So we hope one day a South Asian nation will go into the next level, and here we are witnessing the Cambodia versus Sri Lanka Asian Cup 2027 qualifiers that will be held in Saudi Arabia in 3 years to come.
As you saw on the pictures, Abdul Al Matairi in action doing the coaching duties for Sri Lanka due to Andy Morrison, the head coach of Sri Lanka, is out due to medical reasons.
Of course, the Scotsman did yeoman service. He was the man earlier behind Sri Lanka's coaching before the arrival of the new Kuwaiti coach, with a lot of vigor, a lot of passion out here. We hope that passion is instilled in the national players. The players themselves are the live buyer of taking this game up front, and strong challenge coming there by Cambodia. Thankfully, no cards have been issued as of now. No yellow cards, no red cards in this game yet. It has been a clean and fair contest so far.
Abdul Al Matairi is one of the most successful coach in South Asia. He was coaching Team Nepal before, and he was able to take the Nepal team all the way to the finals of South Asian Championship.
Well, that's great statistics there. The achievement speaks volumes, and we hope Sri Lanka will take these little tactics to the next level. And we, as Sri Lankans, have the talent. And if you are joining across here in Sri Lanka, and of course we are definitely sure we have fans joining across from the football-loving fans from Cambodia as well. It's 4:05 p.m. here in Colombo on a Thursday afternoon. Beautiful crowds here, beautiful pictures brought to you by our production crew. And here's Sri Lanka on the march, in real striking chance there for the Sri Lankans. Again, a very, very unfortunate miss there, Akhil. So close, yet so far.
The first 20 minutes of this game has been totally Sri Lanka, other than one or two chances for Cambodia. Other than that, Sri Lanka has been dominating. Good to see Sri Lanka football back in action with full flow. Beautiful stadium in racecourse, a beautiful ground.
I mean, it's a thankless job what the ground staff does here, Akhil. Few weeks ago, we saw a paddy field out here during the sports fiesta, where a lot of rugby action. I mean, me myself being a rugby lover, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the football-loving fans do not really like a great field of play getting muddy. Nonetheless, kudos and thanks to the racecourse ground staff. The ground is well and truly back to its glory, and for some good fast running football and some great open plays are expected out here. And still it's 0-0 with a lot of defensive work being done and being put by the Cambodian lads, the visiting team.
And also the other debutant for today is Anujan Rajendram, who also plays competitive football in Norway. So from two different parts of the world, two debutants who are eligible to represent Sri Lanka.
And isn't it wonderful? Yes, Akhil, isn't it wonderful to see communities of all races, religion, no matter what, which background you come from. Football is, of course, a people's game, a people's sport which unites everyone. And Sri Lanka football national team is definitely a clear-cut example of unity and strength together. As you can see from the players, from where they come from, where their backgrounds, and the national team is where everyone unites and showcases what real Sri Lankan unity is all about. That's the strength of this Lankan outfit. And in the game so far, like I said, like we've been mentioning earlier, it has been all a safe passage, a safe tactic used by Cambodia with less attacking and more defensive work. They are trying to keep the ball intact. They are trying to have a lot of possession, because they know if the ball goes towards Sri Lanka, that will be deadly and dangerous for the visiting side.
Of course, Mohad, over the past 5 to 6 months, we have been seeing a lot of foreign origin players who are eligible to represent Sri Lanka are coming down to Sri Lanka and playing for Sri Lanka, which is a good sign indeed. The long-term plan of Sri Lanka football, headed by Mr. Jaswar Omar, is to bring back the SAF championship for Sri Lanka after 1995.
Yes, everyone's expectation is to bring back the good old days, the glory days of football. And yes, like you said, the 95 championship was probably, arguably the biggest, the best golden memory etched in every Sri Lankan's hearts. And definitely our aim should be to go bigger and better than that. And that is slowly and surely happening in the Sri Lanka football arena.
Free kick in favor of Cambodia.
That's Ogawa, the midfielder for Cambodia. Superb strike there. Very ambitious strike. Just sniped through Sri Lanka's wall of defense. However, pretty unlucky for Ogawa to not penetrate the goal. It's still 0-0. 27 minutes gone on our clock. Sri Lanka versus Cambodia Asian Cup 2027 qualifiers here at the Colombo Racecourse.
Already seeing a big crowd turning up today to support Sri Lanka. The football fraternity of Sri Lanka has always been behind the team, Muad.
Absolutely, Akhil. I mean, you cannot expect a big crowd to come on a Thursday like this, but if you see the racecourse grandstand, the upper and lower decks, it's absolutely beautiful, wonderful to see crowds coming to support their golden warriors, the heroes of Sri Lanka out here. And we hope our fans will be watching us from wherever you are in the world. Sri Lankan fans, Cambodian fans, and neutral fans who love the game of football. So it's, like I said earlier, it's a people's game. No matter which country you are, no matter wherever you are in the world, if you see a great game, you would definitely fall in love with it. And for all the fans who are watching us across the island nation, our paradise, Sri Lanka, and across the world, we hope that you enjoy our pictures live and direct from the Colombo Racecourse here in Sri Lanka. It's 0-0 out here in the 29th minute. Sri Lanka doing most of the attacking and Cambodia with a lot of defense.
We are entering the 30th minute as per our clock, Muad. Still, it stands at 0-0. Once again, Sri Lanka on the charge. Leon Pereira there. Sri Lanka still playing with possession. Sri Lanka with another opportunity. One after the other coming Sri Lanka's way. Once again, unfortunately, couldn't finish on a positive note there for Sri Lanka. As you see on the replay, Oliver Kellard once again couldn't get onto the correct position there.
Akhil, yet another chance went begging. It's almost like the third clear-cut chance that the Sri Lankans had. Superb work by the goalkeeper, putting his body in line. And just look at that. He went straight into defense and got a big blow as well. He's up and steady. He's back on his feet. So that's great to see. Here's the goalkeeper, number 21, Virek Dara. Strong lad out here.
And the debutant Sam already making a good impression in the game so far. A beautiful pass there. Unfortunately, Oliver Kellard couldn't add the finishing touches. As you see on the pictures, we are on a water break in this very hot and humid conditions. A much needed water break, Muad.
Oh yes, my God. During this humid conditions, it's absolutely humid. It's very hot out here in Colombo today in these past few days, and definitely September is a pretty topsy-turvy month. It rains at times, it is shining and brightening, the sun is up and about, and it's definitely humid, and the players are feeling it with 15 minutes to go for the first half break. Great crowds here, great supporters coming here, and that's Rajamohan on your screen. Another valuable asset for the Lankan team.
Exactly, Mohan. Raj Mohan has represented Sri Lanka in quite a few games now. He's an experienced campaigner, a playmaker for Sri Lanka. Quite few interesting names who have not started for Sri Lanka today, Muad. Wasim Razik, Mohammad Rifkan, the young superstar Akib Faizer and Shenal Sandesh are some players we might see in action in the second half maybe.
Yes, they are out and getting a bit of rest. I'm pretty sure the second half, if they are put in, it will be a lot of fire there. And of course, there is Manaram Pereira as well, my old schoolmate. So great to see young lads out here playing their hearts out for the Sri Lankan team as well as the Cambodian outfit. Two teams that will definitely be a strong force in the future. And here's Cambodia with a great chance there. Really uncharacteristic play by Cambodia that was in the pocket. They could have utilized, but just went off for a pass that was not the best of passes. So Sri Lanka yet again have another chance.
You see Muhammad Amanullah in action in the pitches. What a player he was in his playing days for Sri Lanka. The Golden Boot winner when Sri Lanka won the SAF Golden Cup in 1995.
Yes, Sri Lanka's best golden memory of football, like we said earlier. Everyone's hope is to go back to the good old days, the glory days, and that looks like a pretty strong charge. And yes, we are seeing the first yellow card of the game being dished out to Nepal for Cambodia. I beg your pardon. That's number 13, if I'm not mistaken. The first yellow card of the game for Saret Kriya. Apologies yet again from our Cambodian viewers if we get your players, the names not pronounced accordingly. It's a pretty tough job to pronounce the names, and definitely in the global stage our Sri Lankan names also becomes very troubling for commentators to pronounce too. So nonetheless, going back to the game, it has been Sri Lanka with a lot of attacking. Like we have been mentioning right from the beginning, they've looked fiery, they were fierce.
There you go, Sujan Pereira correcting in a cool and calm manner as usual. Sri Lanka with possession right now. The last time Sri Lanka played here was in FIFA Series 2024 with a massive crowd in March, which was the farewell game for Fazal Nizer. Once again, Sri Lanka in action.
There you go, Akhil. That has been the story for most of the time. The finishing touches have been lacking a bit. So even though Sri Lanka doing the most number of attacking in this game with a lot of missed chances, they will be eyeing for a goal just before halftime, because we have close to 9 minutes left for the end of first half, and any team playing here would be delighted to go on top and score the first goal. Definitely the scoring team will get the advantage, and by the looks of it, Sri Lanka, with all the attacking in the world, with all the efforts put in, lots of close chances missed, they will be the team who will be pretty disheartened not to get a goal on their back. On the other hand, Akhil, it has been a brilliant defensive effort by Cambodia.
has been an eventful first half, Mohad. Sri Lanka had some very, very close chances. Unfortunately, couldn't finish in a positive note there. Especially Oliver Kellart had about 2 to 3 chances. That's how the game of football goes, Mohad. Chances and chances, create one after the other. Eventually, we will end up scoring.
Yes, and again, missed chances, missed opportunities. Sri Lanka have to calm their nerves because they know they are with the upper hand. And they also have the pressure in their backs, playing at home to score a goal, to entertain the crowds. On the other hand, Cambodia have been doing a lot of defensive work. If the Lankans control and compose the game according to their rhythm, it will not be a tough task for them to quit on the scoreboard. Here's Sri Lanka yet again. Rajendram with a high hanging cross kick again. They have a chance for a left corner flag, a left flank corner. Let's see what the Lankans do out here, because it has been a lot of attacking in the Cambodian zone there.
First corner kick of the game for Sri Lanka. Adwan Rajamohan with the kicking duties. There you go. Once again,
Sri Lankans appealing for an infringement there, because there was a swarm of Cambodian players falling on the feet. However, yet another chance goes begging for the Lankans. So it has been the story for the past 40 minutes out here at the Colombo Racecourse. If you're joining us right here, right now, this is the Asian Cup 2027 qualifiers here in Colombo. The Asian 2027 qualifiers and the Asian Cup will be played in Saudi Arabia in 2027, in 3 years to come. So, like we said earlier, Sri Lanka have been the team with the most number of attack and possession. And here's Cambodia. That's Sovan on the charge. Again, missing with the finishing touches, just gifting the ball to Sri Lanka, and a beautiful clearance coming from the Lankans, and that will be Sri Lanka's chance yet again. Just close to 5 minutes to go for the first half. Sri Lanka in a must-score moment. Both the teams are at a must-score moment if they are to make a game out of it, because even though Cambodia doing the most number of defensive work, if they score, that will be definitely putting Sri Lanka under tremendous pressure.
the debutant Anujan Rajendram with the throw-in for Sri Lanka.
The referee is from the UAE, and there are 2 officials, assistant from the UAE as well, and 1 official from Palestine. So a Gulf, 4 referees from the Gulf region here officiating in the Asian Cup qualifiers.
Once again, another corner kick for Sri Lanka. In the 42nd minute of the game as per our clock. Adon Raj Mohan with the kicking duties. Let's see if he could make use of this corner kick. Fended off there by the defenders of Cambodia. Once again, talking about the Sri Lankan attack, Muad, the Cambodian defenders needs a big applause as well.
Yes, and like we saw now, it's the second yellow card of the game. The first yellow card was dished out for a Cambodian player, and now we have a Sri Lanka player getting a yellow card. It's getting a bit aggressive right now. Lots of aggression shown by both the teams because they know the first team to score will be going in with a lot of morale booster for the first half break. Here's Champolin. Again goes back to number 4, that is Mo Khan.
And the second leg will be played in Cambodia on the 10th of September.
That will be very tricky, Akhil, for the Lankans. Different atmosphere, different climate, and a absorbing crowd. Beautiful country, Cambodia, dishing out some great football talent in the years, and they have played pretty well in the last few games. They played with Mongolia. They managed to win one and lose one in a very, very close tussle. Sri Lanka, like you said, in their last international friendly in Brunei, they unfortunately missed out on clinching victories. Nonetheless, out here in Colombo, they are in front of the home crowd, and the home crowd will definitely be a good booster for the Lankans. And here we see another wayward pass. However, Sri Lanka is lucky to get back ball in possession.
The debutant in action for Sri Lanka there, Anujan. Passes on to Oliver Kilat. Jason Deabran as well in action there. There's been a good mix of players for Sri Lanka.
And it is 45 minutes on our clock. It's definitely the referee's clock that we have to adhere to, and looks like these few passages will be the last few moments of the game as we are about to go in for the first half break. It has been a 0-0 affair out here at the Colombo Racecourse, and definitely the crowds would love to see some goals being scored. Sri Lanka missed out many chances, close to 5 chances out here, Akhil.
Exactly. Sri Lanka played some good attacking football in the first half. Unfortunately, couldn't end up on a positive note. Still, Sri Lanka will go their heads high on the first half for the first half break. But both the teams will be playing more aggressive on the second half to get on to the scoring, as the result of this match will play a major impact on the 10th. Football being one of the most followed sport in the country, Muad. Good to see a decent crowd turning up to support the home team today.
Well, it has been Sri Lanka all the way with the attack. However, we are yet to see any goals being scored. Cambodia did put their bodies in line to produced some great defensive work with storming runs and storming strikes coming from Sri Lanka, the Golden Army.
Bit of skill shown there by Adavan Raj Mohan. Infringement as per the referee by the Cambodian players, resulting in a free kick for Sri Lanka.
That's the replay out there. And of course, you are watching the AFC Asian qualifiers for the 2027 championship that is to be held in Saudi Arabia in 3 years to come. Sri Lanka, Cambodia here in the Colombo Racecourse. And after some humid, sunny conditions, the Colombo skies have become pretty gloomy with the referee whistling for lemons. It's 0-0 out here in the first half. Sri Lanka with a lot of dominance, failing to score yet.
It has been an eventful first half. Moad, Sri Lanka on the attack from the very first minute. Unfortunately, couldn't get on to scoring, but a good passage of play for 45 minutes for Sri Lanka. They will walk with their heads high into the break, and also the Cambodians were brilliant in defense as well. As you see the confirmation on the screen, Sri Lanka 0, Cambodia 0 at the half time of the AFC Cup 2027 qualifiers between Sri Lanka and Cambodia. See the highlights of the first half.
It is one of the very rare moments, Akhil, where Cambodia really went close towards the Sri Lanka goal, where Sujan Pereira, I think he has had a pretty decent, pretty laid-back evening, if I may say, with less opportunities, with less attacking coming in from the Cambodians, with Sri Lanka doing all the attacking most of the time. It has been, like you see on your screens, it has been a tough outing for the number 21, that is Virek Dara, the goalkeeper of Cambodia. He put a lot of effort, and as you can see, an almost jam-packed Colombo Racecourse. Have you ever seen a Thursday 4 p.m. game, Sri Lanka, Colombo? That is a love for the game of football.
And you see on the pictures, Imran Mohammed, one of the former players of Sri Lanka, current coach of Zaira College, coming all the way to support the home team. And we see a lot of past players turning up today to support the home team. Promising times ahead for Sri Lankan football, Muad, with a lot of foreign origin players who are eligible to represent Sri Lanka turning up today, representing the Lions jersey.
Yes, Sri Lankan origin is where we are always proud of, and it's great to see talented players coming in from all parts of the island nation and the globe as well to represent Sri Lanka, our country, our paradise.
As you see beautiful pictures from the crowd, we will catch you with the action from the second half. Second half action about to commence in the clash between Cambodia and home team Sri Lanka. We are all set for the second half action of the AFC Cup 2027 Saudi Arabia. First leg of the qualifiers should be played in already being played in Sri Lanka, and the second leg will be played in Cambodia on the 10th of September. Nothing to separate in terms of scorecard in the first half, and a lot to be played in the next 45 minutes more.
Yes, a lot to be played, like you said, with two teams scoreless in the first half. Will be definitely eyeing for that all-important goal, which they have been searching, especially Sri Lanka have been searching and searching from the very beginning of the game for a goal.
Cambodia with position. Cambodia is at about early 180s in the rankings, and Sri Lanka about 205, 206. Sri Lanka will be looking forward to come beyond 200 more.
Yes, the Lankans have been reeling at the back of the world rankings for a long time. So definitely passing that 200 mark is the biggest task for them ahead, because they are playing some really good football. It's only that the global rankings that they have been an issue. So definitely the Sri Lankans will be looking for a good performance with their next big target to come off from the 200 mark and go for a bigger and higher and a better world ranking out here.
Exactly. Sri Lankan football is moving with the theme of football forward. Yeah, we can expect only good things to happen in Sri Lanka football. A lot to play for Sri Lanka football in the coming years, where Cambodia with the strike.
This is what I told Akhil. If Cambodia score, Sri Lanka will be dejected, because it has been Sri Lanka who have been doing most of the attacking, and if Cambodia scores, that will be a big blow for the Lankan, and that was the replay. A very close miss, just like Sri Lanka missed in the early part of the first half. Here are the Sri Lankans at the defensive wall for Sri Lanka, with Matthias in the back, and here's skipper Sujan Pereira, the wall for the Golden Army. And here's another great opportunity for Cambodia again. Defense coming on time for Sri Lanka. We saw a gloomy sky coming down towards the Colombo Racecourse in the latter part of the first half, but now yet again the Colombo Racecourse is bright and sunny. It's hot and humid, and the players will have a lot to do in the next 40 minutes of the game. Here's Sri Lanka on the march. Referee calls for offside as well, and in the process, the hard-working goalie, the goalkeeper for Cambodia, suffers a slight knock with that slip tackle there, with that slide by Sri Lanka. The Cambodian goalkeeper, who has been putting a lot of work in the defensive and goalkeeping work. He has been a man behind keeping Sri Lanka scoreless. He put his body in line to evade any possible scoring opportunities by Sri Lanka. So Akhil, Cambodia now looks a bit confident, and Cambodia looks pretty positive in the second half.
Exactly, a bit of attacking play by the Cambodians in the second half. A lot of pep talk would have gone by the coach, Felix Agustin Dalmas, who is hailing from Argentina. Change of intents by Cambodian players. Jack Ingert with lot of ball controlling skills there. Jack Ingert plays competitive football in Australia, representing Brisbane Roar, or the primary football clubs in Aussie.
Here's the weather. It is 29 degrees Celsius here in Colombo. It feels much higher than that because it's very humid out here. Sunny conditions, 29 degrees Celsius. Feels almost like 40 out here, even in the stands. But nonetheless, it's a great footballing action out here in Colombo. And Cambodia on the march. They've adapted for a bit of an attacking mode of play compared to the defense and ultra defense what they have been doing in the first half.
Climate has been unpredictable in Colombo for the last 2-3 days more. So it's all good today for football. Hot and sunny conditions to play with. As you see, Sujan with the ball. Once again, a good bit of play by Sri Lanka there. Once again, Jack Ingert in action. Very much controlled the defense there by Sri Lanka. Defensive wall of Sri Lanka seems so settled, Mohad, with absolute no panic out there. Good bit of play by Sri Lanka there. Sri Lanka with an opportunity. Once again, Jack Ingert there and Adavan Rajmohan. Once again, unfortunately, couldn't convert it into a goal opportunity there. First real opportunity for Sri Lanka was created there by Adwan Rajmohan and Jack Ingert.
Well, if you see the players, it's pretty tough out here, and they are facing this heat, and thankfully there will be a slight breather for the players to get some fresh air and a little bit of water if possible. The referee calls back play with the whistle. You see the players, they are in a bit of a fatigue condition. They are tired, and we might see a slight water break. If you're watching us, if you're joining us right now from wherever you are in the world and here at home in Sri Lanka on our live broadcast, this is the AFC Asian Cup 2027 Championship Qualifiers, the first leg between Sri Lanka and Cambodia. The 2027 AFC Asian Cup will be held in Saudi Arabia in 3 years' time. So this is the selection process, the preliminary qualifiers for the championship to be held in 2027. Sri Lanka will travel back to Cambodia to play the second leg of this game that will decide the outcome of this fixture.
Sri Lanka have played about 4 international games so far. This is being the 5th international game for this year. So it has been a busy year for Sri Lanka football, and Sri Lanka on the charge. Wade Decker in action for Sri Lanka.
It's been a pretty dull affair, and some of you might be wondering why the commentators are silent at times, because right now compared to the first half, it has been a very, very dull second half. The first half was very fiery, a lot of fierce attacking done by the Sri Lankan players, and a lot of hard working defense put in line by Cambodia. And Akhil, we are back to a bit of a slow start in the second half.
Of course, Mohad. Second half has been a bit slow compared to the first half. There were a lot of play in this first half, especially by Sri Lanka. Second half has been a bit dull, I would say.
But the referee has been very active. He has been on point. He was very reluctant to let the game stop, which is really great because everyone would love to see a fast running game rather than with many stoppages. So a game with less stoppages is always what the fans' point of view, in a fan's perspective, that would be the ideal situation. And here we have again, like I've been mentioning earlier, 0-0 yet a goal to be scored.
Exactly, 0-0 yet here in Racecourse Stadium. Racecourse Stadium, both the lower tier and the upper tier almost filled up with the Sri Lankan fans. Cambodia there with an opportunity to charge Desan Dabaran with the defensive duties.
Here's Cambodia's number 17. He has been a pretty mainstay in the team, that is Tai Sa for Cambodia, and this is Hikaru Mizuno. There's a bit of a Japanese mixed into his name as well on your screen. That is number 2 playing as midfielder for Cambodia. They've been putting a lot of work, these Cambodian lads, in the second half.
Lot of support for the home team, which is always good to see. A great initiative from the Football Federation of Sri Lanka to issue free passes for everyone who wanted to watch Sri Lankan football team play. Once again, an opportunity created for Cambodia. Cool and calm defense once again by Sri Lanka. A good combination of defense for Sri Lanka, Muad. Very calm and collective.
Yes, as we are 1 hour's football into the game, we are on the 60th minute mark on the trot on our clock. And I think it's what Sri Lanka has been missing is that missing touches, the finishing touches. If the touch goes well for Sri Lanka, it's the magic touch that we have been missing for the home side. Here's Samuel Durant striking forward, absolute brilliance there to snipe through.
Once again, a very close opportunity goes begging for Sri Lanka. A beautiful passage of play. Sam Durant, the playmaker there, passing out brilliantly. Unfortunately, Oliver Kellart, I believe, with the beautiful kick, just goes over the bar. Has been the story of the day for Sri Lanka, coming so close again and again, Muad.
Here's Cambodia. This is Sri Lanka now back again. The Sri Lankans, like in the first half, their ball retention is pretty good. They have their finishing touches have been what's lacking.
Sam Durant once again, the playmaker for Sri Lanka. The debutant seems absolutely settled. There you go. It's a game of millimeters more.
What a close shave. Sri Lanka just so close, yet that luck seems to be with the Cambodians right throughout, even though they are a man down there. That's their big defensive wall. Mo Khan, number 4, brilliant player, a man behind, keeping Sri Lanka scoreless, along with the great goal-keeping skills of Virek Dara for Cambodia. As we go into yet another slight break, it's a great opportunity for the players to rehydrate and get back into the game during these scorching heat and humid conditions. It's a real test out here, Akhil, for the Lankans, in front of a home crowd, playing with a lot of passion, playing with a newly gained fresh blood. They have a lot to prove here.
Exactly, Mohad. 2 debutants playing for Sri Lanka today. Might see a few replacements coming in as we heading towards the last 30 minutes of the game. Oliver Kellart, Sam Durant has been in action for Sri Lanka, trying to create opportunities. Once again, some beautiful passes there by Sri Lankans. Trying to march forward. Sri Lanka with another opportunity. Once again, goes begging there.
Oh dear. What a close shave there. Again, Akhil, Sri Lanka, the fans were up in the air, but that's Decca on your screens, and here you go again. So close, yet so far for Sri Lanka. Almost had it in the bag.
A lot of ahs and oohs from the crowd and the coaching staff, who are literally out of their seats. Some good signs there for Sri Lanka. There you go. Another one, Govinda Raja Raj Mohan in action. Pretty experienced campaigner for Sri Lanka. I've seen him featuring the Lions jersey for a few games now. Sri Lanka once again on the attack. Some injury concerns for Cambodian player there.
Here we go. We have a star boy coming in for Sri Lanka, Wasim Razik, replacing Anujan Rajendram for Sri Lanka. So Wasim Razik, he was a former Sri Lanka skipper as well. Again, played most of his club career in Germany. Boasting of experience, a lot of pedigree behind him. Absolute brilliant player who can be a game changer.
There you go. The opportunity went begging for Sri Lanka there by Oliver Kellard. Anujan Rajendran goes out after a pretty good debut for Sri Lanka, and Wasim Razik, the superstar we all know. The superstar we all know comes in play for Sri Lanka. Wasim Razik immediately in action for Sri Lanka.
And just like you said, Akhil, he is a game changer. Just from the first touch of the ball, Wasim Razik is in action and he is on fire. Just the first touch of the ball, and goodness me, if he could have just got it right into the right side of the goal post, that would have been a dream start for Sri Lanka. Again, the Cambodian goalkeeper, Virek Dara, doing a superb effort to stop the ball.
As you see on the pitch, as Wasim Razik plays competitive football in Hong Kong these days. Another one, Raj Mohan once again in action. Some beautiful passes. Sri Lanka with some momentum built over the last 10 minutes or so more.
Yes, it's 69 minutes on our clock. 69 minutes gone. More than an hour of football gone. Wasim Razik yet again goes off and Superb, thrilling. Now this is thrilling football, folks. This is what the fans have been waiting for. This is what we have all been waiting for. Whether you are a Sri Lankan, a Cambodian or a neutral fan, would love to see some great action and some fearless play.
Unfortunately, there Decker was not in the most perfect position. Just a slight tap would have made 1-0 up for Sri Lanka.
Felix Augustine Damas, the Argentine head coach for Cambodia, on your screen. So not very happy out there because his team has been putting a lot of work in the defense in the first half, and now in the second half they've been pretty good. And here we see Samuel being taken out of the park after a superb display. The forward for Sri Lanka, Samuel Durant, has been wonderful, even though it has been a scoreless game up to now. Sri Lanka with the ball in possession, they have still maintained the best possession so far from both the teams. And again, Sri Lanka not being able to go into the scoreboard. Here's the man who has been putting his body in line, Virek Tara. Got a lot of hits to his body as well, Akhil.
You see, Sri Lanka is about to send in the replacement for the injured player.
That's Sofen. Fan Sofen goes into the corner. And here's Sofen again, number 9 for Cambodia. Referee says play on. And we see yet another strike by Ratanak. My goodness, beautiful save there by the Sri Lankan defense. That was Claudio Matthias, who with the header just saved a possible goal and saved Sri Lanka. Salvaged some pride over there. Now we see slowly but steadily Cambodia pacing up the game, and here's that replay again on your screens. Matthias, beautiful there, beautiful header to save a goal, and definitely a sigh of relief for the home fans out here. Kingert's pass goes astray, and Judai Ogawa passes it back to his forwards. Adhavan Rajamohan, a brilliant slide coming in to save the ball for Sri Lanka again. Sri Lanka with ball in possession yet again. Beautiful attacking position for the Lankans.
The defense of Sri Lanka has been good throughout this game as well. The defense of both the sides have been good. Sri Lanka with another opportunity. As you see, infringement there by the Cambodian player, I believe.
Oh, that was not the best of the views one would like to see. AFC Asian Qualifiers 2027 that will be held in Saudi Arabia in 3 years' time. This is the first leg, the first edition here in Colombo. The second edition will be played back in Cambodia, where Sri Lanka will be traveling to play in beautiful Cambodia, where lots of supporters, lots of football-loving fans, like here in Sri Lanka, will be there to witness as well. Oh, that was the foot on the face of
Abdullah Al-Mataidi passing out his instructions to the Sri Lankan team. Mataidi is very experienced, especially in the South Asian region. He's coaching the boys from Nepal recently. So Mataidi will be a familiar face for Sri Lanka as well.
Here we go, we have another replacement. We have Nicholas Harsha coming in for Sri Lanka in place of Samuel Durant. So Sri Lanka playing in the 76th minute. Cambodia still holding strong with a lot of defense, and Sri Lanka will be definitely looking for that all-important goal they have been searching right from the start. Let's see if the Lankans can go in front, or will the Cambodians, the visitors, dominate this game. They have been pretty good in the second half.
Harsha Pereira comes in for Sri Lanka. Another player with a lot of national caps. An instrumental defender in the Sri Lankan setup for so many years now.
Here's Cambodia. That's Hikaru Mizuno now. Goes back to his talismanic goalkeeper Virek Dara. Virek slows the game down and goes in for a beautiful kick there, and Cambodia secures the ball as well. Limposit is, yes, that's Limposit. Now he milks a foul. So that will be Cambodia yet again. They get a free kick now.
Cambodia on the attack. Good bit of passes by the Cambodian players, trying to go past the defenders of Sri Lanka. To get behind the team. We are entering the last 10 minutes of the game very soon, Maud. As you see the invitees and the dignitaries on the screen. It's going to be an interesting last 10 minutes, Maud.
Yes, and it is definitely a win for Cambodia, who have been really the team with a lot of defense, because even though if the game ends in a draw, definitely Cambodia will be really happy, because it was Sri Lanka who will be pretty unhappy to go winless after so much of attack right from the first minute of the game. Here you go again, Cambodia doing brilliant defensive work. There you go. The momentum has shifted from Sri Lanka towards Cambodia. They're playing with a lot of vigor out here in the second half. There you go. Cambodia. Very close, very good passage of play for Cambodia. They're showing real intent in the second half.
As you see on the pictures, the president of Sri Lankan football, Mr. Joshua Romar.
Again, Akhil, we see a slight break for the players during the substitution break. They can get a bit of hydration, a bit of water into their system, a bit of energy after a tiring 80 minutes of play. We are at the 80th minute on our clock. And just 10 minutes to play in full time. Definitely we'll be having some injury time because there have been plenty of stoppages. There's been a pretty stop-start affair out here.
Officials from Sri Lanka football having a very close look at the proceedings.
Here we go, the last 10 minutes of play with Cambodia with a pretty dominant effort out here. Good defensive work coming in from Sri Lanka, yet again failing to secure the ball. Leon put a lot of effort there. Again, now Sri Lanka will have another chance. Skipper Sujan Pereira, the goalkeeper, will have plenty to talk up in the back seat after the game is over.
Sides have not been able to score. Cambodia with their first corner kick of the game, Wad.
Oh yes, I mean right throughout the game, interestingly, they were never given a chance, or they never had a chance to go at a corner kick, and that really shows what the first half was, with Sri Lanka doing the attacking for almost 90% of the game. Cambodia, and now brilliant work coming in from Sri Lanka's forwards. Leon with a brilliant effort there.
Has been good in defense for Sri Lanka.
The crowd has been pretty silent as well, Lucky.
Crowd has been pretty silent, Maud. Here comes the last 5 minutes. You might see a lot of cheering going on to the home side.
Of course, there you see the lion flag on the chest. That is what it means to everyone. Each and every supporter, fans coming across all corners of the game. And on your screens, the Kuwaiti national Abdullah Al Mutairi, the head coach for Sri Lanka. And here's Harsha on your screen, who came in the second half. Will Harsha be an impact player in the second half? Beautiful throw there. Absolute gorgeous beauty. Right into the box. Shows how much this lad Harsha is capable of.
Exactly, Mohad. Showing how good he is with his usual throw-ins.
Here's Virek Dara, the goalkeeper, who has been putting a lot of effort for the Cambodians. He has been the main man behind saving the day for Cambodia. If not, definitely Sri Lankans would have been on the scoreboard plenty of times.
So 3 to 4 minutes left in the clock, Mohad.
Yes, definitely. I'm pretty sure there will be at least more than 5 minutes of injury time. It's like you said, 3.5 minutes left for the full time. We see Rifkan Mohammed going in to play, and we also see Stephen replacing as well. So Stephen will be replacing Claudio Matthias. So 2 young fresh bloods into the Lankan outfit. Okay.
Some fresh legs coming in for Sri Lanka as we are approaching the last 3 minutes. Rifkan is one of the young superstars in Sri Lanka football. Intercepted there by Sri Lankans. Taken back by Cambodians, and Cambodia on the attack now.
Well, the Papare bands are in full swing, and the players are giving their best. Both the teams, in fact, Cambodia and Sri Lanka. It has been a pretty physical battle, very, very physical encounter. Both the teams going at each other because it's a scoreless game until now, almost reaching the 90th minute of the game.
Exactly, Mohad. Might have few extra minutes up as we had some injuries in the second half as well. Throughout the game, Team Sri Lanka had a lot of opportunities more than compared to Cambodians. Sri Lanka unfortunately couldn't end up scoring a single goal.
Yes, and here's Sri Lanka's Wasim Razik. And yes, he milks a corner as well in the process. That shows the maturity, that shows the experience. And yes, we've got 5 extra minutes of play, 5 minutes of extra time. Adhavan Rajamohan into the box. Not the best of the opportunities, yet Sri Lanka fight for survival out here. And like you said earlier, it's a 5 minutes of extra additional time, so this will be the last 5 minutes where any team could muster up any goal or some pride on their backs.
Perfect way to earn a corner kick, Mohad. Brilliant by Wasim Razik.
Like I said, that shows the maturity and the experience this lad brings in, and we hope he sticks with the Lankan outfit for some time and groom and take forward the mantle with the youngsters of Sri Lanka.
Free kick for Sri Lanka at the dying minutes of the game. Adhavan Rajamohan with the free kick, and there's goal. Another chance goes begging for Sri Lanka. Beautiful curved in kick there by Adhavan.
And a close miss by Jason Dayaparan. Jason Dayaparan almost. What a close near miss. Absolutely thrilling stuff. This is what the fans love. This is what the fans want to watch. But goals, it has not been the day for goals for both the teams. Jason Dayaparan's missed opportunity might just be the last chance for the Lankans.
Kick for Cambodians. A lot of chances. Went begging for Sri Lanka today. Cambodia with a chance.
Well. What do we have here? Are we about to see last minute drama, Akhil? Are we about to see?
All good and settled. Yeah, by the referee.
Sri Lankan fans were almost in their seats, and not the best of tactics by the Cambodians out there. So nonetheless, the Cambodians will be dejected, but you have to give it to them. Kudos to Cambodia for putting up an absolutely brilliant, terrific stuff. Defense was the name of the game for Cambodia in the first half, and come the second half they put a beautiful, a valiant effort to show who they are and what they can produce here with attacking football.
Beautifully corrected there by the defender of Sri Lanka.
That was some beautiful play by Sosidan Ian for Cambodia wearing the number 10 jersey. Here's Min Ratanak, number 11, the forward. Ratanak chance goes begging, and looks like skipper Sujan Pereira is on the floor. He took a heavy knock in the process. The veteran Sujan Pereira has been alive via the wall for Sri Lanka for many years.
Exactly what Sudan has done a Yemen service for Sri Lanka football over the years. Has always been there.
Here's What's the situation right now? Sujan Pereira screaming in pain. He's got a heavy blow during the process by the number 11 when he was going into the goal. Sujan Pereira put all his effort to stop the effort there. Bit of verbal warfare going on between Sri Lanka's Jason Tayabaran and the match referee. We hope Sujan is well and back on his feet.
He has been a fighter. He has seen a lot of injuries throughout his career. Sujan Pereira, the captain of Sri Lanka.
It's a time up on our clock, 95 minutes gone, and Sujan Pereira is back on his feet, and here's what happened there. Ratanak goes into contact and his knee right on the face of Sujan Pereira. Unfortunate miss, unfortunate situation. And in the process, the boot as well. So a knee and the boot in the process is not the prettiest of sights you could see, as we are in the final minutes, probably the last play of the game, Akhil.
Exactly. Good to see Sujan back in action. Sri Lanka. Cambodia will be the happier side if it ends up with a 0-0 draw, Muad.
Yes, that's a replacement, number 10 Sosidan, who came in the second half, and he has been brilliant. He has been wonderful with his footwork. That's it. Full time, a scoreless draw, 0-0 Sri Lanka and Cambodia. The Colombo leg, the return leg will be played in Cambodia. Definitely Cambodians will be jubilant, even though it's a drawn encounter, but they will be pretty unhappy after their superb performance in the second half. Sri Lanka, they have themselves, of course, to blame. It was not their day, however. They played some thrilling football that everyone loved. But end of the day, that is the final whistle.
Exactly, Mohan. Not the scorecard that Sri Lanka would have liked. Getting into the second leg in Cambodia, Sri Lanka had a lot of chances throughout the game. Unfortunately, couldn't net the ball. End of the day, good entertainment for the fans who have turned up in numbers today to support the home team. Jason Dabaran, Sam Durant, Oliver Kellard, Wasim Razik, everyone had a superb game. Both the teams were good in defense. Unfortunately for Sri Lanka, couldn't score the goal they wanted, but nevertheless a 0-0 draw to end the proceedings at the Asia Cup 2027 qualifiers. First leg in Colombo between Cambodia and Sri Lanka. Special mention to the goalkeeper of Cambodia as well, Moad, for putting out a spirited performance today.
Yes, they definitely deserve a huge standing ovation for what they have put in, what they have done here, with Sri Lanka coming all guns blazing right from the start. They were on the money, on the ball, but at the end of the day, after 95 minutes of enthralling football action, It's a nil all out here at the Colombo Racecourse, and pleasantries being exchanged after the match. And this is it. That's the spirit of the game, the people's game, where everyone unites, whether you are from wherever you are in the world. Football brings everyone together.
Team Sri Lanka acknowledging the crowd who have turned up in numbers to support them today. Despite being a working day in Sri Lanka today, still it's almost a packed house in Racecourse.
Yes, huge applause should be given to the fans of Sri Lanka. Like you said, Akhil, on a Thursday, a 3:45 kickoff game. Nobody expects a packed house in the grandstand. The pavilion was fully packed, and kudos to everyone who joined us here at the racecourse. We hope that Sri Lanka will be dishing out some superb displays in the Cambodia leg as well. Families, friends, wives, girlfriends, mothers, fathers, brothers, supporters, everyone joining in to say a goodbye, say hi to their heroes, the players who have put their all in the game here. And we hope to see a beautiful comeback, a brilliant comeback in the Cambodia leg as well. That will be the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers for the 2027 championship in Saudi Arabia. Team Sri Lanka, a newly revamped, a newly set up, young, talented bunch of Sri Lankans out here. And with the sunsets here, Akhil, it's nil all.
Representing your country at the highest level brings immense pride for all the players who represented Sri Lanka today. As you see on the pitches, full time nil all between Sri Lanka and Cambodia. Getting into the second leg on the 10th of September in Cambodia. Both the teams will have a lot to play, and the coach Abdullah will have to, I'm sure, will review the game closely today, getting into the second game. As we are waiting for the highlights of the match.
Yes, now we go in for interview at the grounds. That will be up next.
With a tough game in hot and humid conditions, what are your thoughts on Sri Lanka's performance and overall?
I thought overall we played really well. We kept the ball well, we passed well, we moved the ball well, we created great chances. It was a shame that we just couldn't put it away.
Yeah, and now it's nil all going to Cambodia. Second leg is way important in unknown conditions as well. What are thoughts?
Look, we take a lot of confidence from this game. As I said, they maybe had one chance. We had 4, 5, maybe even 6 very good chances. So we take a lot of confidence out of this. I think the way we played, the fans really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed playing, and I believe we can get the result we need in Cambodia.
Okay, Wade, thank you, and all the best for the second leg.
Thank you, Nawad. That was Wade Decker, who represented Sri Lanka today. Had a pretty decent game. As we move on to the highlights of the full match.
Yes, Akhil, an action-packed highlight package awaits you here on a live telecast. So we hope you enjoy all the pictures brought to you by our production crew. And yes, hope you enjoyed these beautiful pictures, and this is how the game started there. And skipper Sujan Pereira bit of smiles there. He put a lot of work, and here's beautiful opportunities for Sri Lanka and Cambodia. And that is the goalkeeper Virek Dara, who put in a great effort to save the day for Cambodia.
What a day he has had, Muad.
If I were to give a man of the match award, definitely Akhil, he would be one of the top contenders.
Exactly. There were close opportunities for Cambodia as well. Unfortunately, they couldn't. But this was the closest chance for Sri Lanka. Oliver Kellat couldn't finish at the finishing touches there. There you go, Wasim Razik trying to make an impression as soon as he came as a replacement in the second half. Unfortunately, couldn't end up with a goal as well. That's the highlight package as crowd still.
And that's it, folks. After a 0-0 affair, 0-0 was the score. No goals scored. Beautiful football by both Sri Lanka. Absolute brilliant defense by Cambodia. And here you see the final score confirmation. At 3:45 Sri Lankan time on a Thursday, we saw absolutely brilliant turnout of crowds here at the Colombo Racecourse. Thank you everyone for joining us here in Colombo, Sri Lanka. And from wherever you are watching here in Sri Lanka, at home or in the world, thank you very much for joining us here on the live broadcast. We hope to see you soon and have a pleasant evening. See you. Goodbye from me, Muad Razik, and Akhil Masoon in the commentary box with our production, technical, and everyone in our crew. So hope to see you soon and good evening. Take care and have a pleasant Thursday night.